back in, thread down, make sure to be on the safe side. No big deal. Reach for the bar, left, kite comes off the bar, been sitting there all this time waiting on you. You got a twist in the line, you got a twist, that rotates. Look at the twist I'm putting in now, how it comes out by just rotating.
So what do you think about the kite?
Love the kite. It's got great lift, got great pull, and it's very, very fast. It's going to be a great kite to have.
What about like teaching?
Going to be a good kite because it sits right on the edge of the wind and sits there. Like right now as we're talking in the video, I can let the kite fall down. No pull, no nothing. Sits right on the edge of the wind and sits there and waits for any kind of command to get to the kite. Here it is, sitting there waiting. So love it.
You do have a school and you teach for a school, correct?
Yep, I teach for Kite Kiteboarding and KHK, Kitty Hawk Kites Resort. And we're going to definitely use the Epic in our schools, for sure.
You like it?
Very much so. Very much so.
Why you don't like it? There must be something you don't like.
Hadn't had time on the kite right this second to figure it out, but I'm gonna go out and play with it for a few more minutes, and I'm gonna come back and give you my cons about some stuff, and we'll take it from there.
Perfect. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
What do you think? So anything bad now that you've been on it for 30 minutes?
I've got one minor adjustment or one little concern. It's the trim strap. To me, it's a little bit too far to reach. So for example, right now, if I try to reach for it, I can barely grab it. I'm getting out of control to try to grab it. The de-powering is not the issue. It's reaching up and trying to power it back up. It's just too far away for someone of my arm length or whatever the case might be.
Well, that is true, but how tall are you? Like 2 feet, correct?
I tall enough? You saying I'm a munchkin?
No, well the thing is, yeah, I have to.
I think the only minor thing can be technically done to it is bring everything a little bit closer. You still have the full de-powering range here. Even to right there is totally de-powering the kite, so you can technically take this from here.
Well, that's the thing we did here. As you can see here, there's some nuts here.
Okay.
Remove the neoprene, and there's some nuts here. So what you can do is you can
shorten it.
Yeah, you can shorten this. Okay. So then for short people like you,
right,
you can have the capacity of pull the power strap.
Okay.
But right now the power strap is perfect. You can pull it.
Awesome.
The only concern is the power is hard to pull, but that's because this is the normal size for everybody. But
right,
if you have short arms or for ladies or short people, what you do is you make a new nut here.
Okay.
And that's going to get shorter.
Okay.
But then if you make a new nut here,
you're
going to have
back line.
Yeah, you're going to have that's it. You're going to have to move this nut further down. So everything is all set.
Right, well, if that's in the prototype, I mean, if that's there for that understanding, I got no problems with the trim strap. It is bringing everything down to the length of the individual.
Yeah.
It's flying.
So, so that's the only
basics.
So that is the only thing you found.
Yeah. The only other thing is I know you got 4-meter extensions, and I know that they're easy to take on and off, but they're not saying they're going to get any twist in them or anything. But somebody might make a little comment about how they're
it's very hard to satisfy everybody.
Yeah, I know.
Most of the people really like having 20-meter lines. Most people like 4-meter lines. So it's depending.
Right.
The good thing is when it's very windy, if you have one kite, then you can remove the 4-meter, and then you can use a 10-meter instead of 12. It's going to 30 knots.
I did notice this right here was explained to me a while ago. I have a 50 centimeter bar from here to here. From here to here. I know it's a little windy for us to do this. From here to there, but I can also take these attachments off here and bring them into where my fingers at here, and technically make that a 45-inch or 45 centimeter bar.
Yes, you can do that.
Just by changing it out.
Yeah,
awesome.
So it's only one bar for everything.
Gotcha. So
55 to 45.
Okay, so your 55 is your outside standard, and then you come in here to your 45.
Perfect. Yeah, that's
awesome.
it.
Yeah, I like that idea, that concept. I also like the grip on the bar. You got your fingers on the inside. You can feel where your fingers are out of the bar. I definitely like that feel. And of course, just in case you do get the information wrong in your brain cells, that's the wrong way.
That means you know how to read, right?
That means you know how to read, even in the Greek way.
Okay, Joel, I'm happy you like the kite.
Yeah, man, I like it. Nice kite here. I'm on this Greek here in a few. It is windy. I've had this 9 about a quarter depowered right now, and I have no idea what the wind's doing, but I am just lit out of my gourd. This kite is super fast in the turn. I've had it the height of a kite off the water and down looped it right at the same spot. That's how fast this kite will turn in that.
Do you see how the kite's just sitting there?
It's just sitting there. It's beautiful. I love it. That's from an instructor's point of view and from a teaching point of view. That's exactly what we're looking for. So right now, technically, I'm the student, you're the instructor, and you're telling me to sit here and relax and feel the pull, and the kite's sitting there waiting for any kind of commands. Awesome. Love it. Love it.
So you tried from the Renegade, you jumped to the Screamer. So what do you think about the Screamer?
Screamer is a little different to describe. When I was on the Renegade, it felt like just putting on a good pair of gloves or a good pair of shoes. It felt really good at the very first, and I grew into it and I loved the kite. The Screamer, I'm still trying to find it. It's definitely a fast kite. It's a different aspect looking kite. Even fully depowered, it still has a lot of pull to it. And even when you depower it on the bar, it's just I'm not feeling it. And I don't know what it is. It could be some settings that I'm not used to yet on the kite. That Dimitri will probably show us later on. But right now I like it, but I'm just not feeling the kite.
So for you, it's still very powerful, even when you push the bar and everything.
Yeah, even when I'm fully depowered in the winds we've been in today, and then even taking a little bit of power off on the bar, the kite still got pull, but I'm not feeling it through myself, in a sense, if you want to say it that way.
Yeah, this is a totally different kite. That's
right.
why we have only one size, the limited edition 10, and it's a very powerful kite. So if you're out there and you were on the Renegade 9 and you were comfortable powered, that 10 has more power than 9. So what you need to do is you need to pull that strap a little bit more to the power and trim it, to the less power, because it has a lot of power.
Yeah, it definitely has a lot of power. No doubt about that. It's got a constant pull to it and a constant feel to it that I'd probably have to get used to spending time with it. But just again, when I went straight to the Renegade this morning, I touched it, put it in my hands, did everything to it, and it was just like I've been on that kite for the last 10 years. The Screamer, I put it on, I put it in my hands and everything. I'm still trying to find it. Nothing against the power and the pull. I'm personally not feeling or finding the kite.
Yeah, no, that's true, because that's the limited edition. The other Screamers are totally different. This one is a 10, but it has a powerhouse. It's a very powerful kite.
Yeah, it definitely has a lot of power to it. No doubt about that.
Okay, thanks. The kite.
It's amazingly smooth. That's the first thing that comes to my mind when I'm riding. It's just something really solid about it,
So you like it. What about the bar?
The bar feels perfect. Really nice. This kind of gusty wind, and this baby's just sitting there really steady,
Really?
It's not moving around a lot. It just seems to really absorb the gusts and lulls really well.
And you think, what about the speed?
The speed is amazing. It's not, it doesn't necessarily faster than the thruster, but it's, steadier. Not as twitchy.